Are you ready to banish boring conversations for good? Welcome back, everyone. After the incredible response to our last video on transforming dull chats into captivating exchanges, I knew we had to dive even deeper. So here we are with part 2, Advanced Strategies to Stop Having Boring Conversations. Your enthusiasm and feedback have been so inspiring that it pushed me to explore even more ways we can all elevate our conversational game. Today, we're going beyond the basics, uncovering more profound techniques and insights that promise to unlock new levels of engagement and connection. Whether you're looking to impress at a networking event, deepen your relationships, or simply want to make every interaction more memorable, this video is for you. We'll explore the art of storytelling, the power of vulnerable sharing, and how to leverage the magic of active listening to not just hear, but truly understand and connect with others. Plus, I've got some secret conversational weapons that are guaranteed to leave people not just listening, but hanging on your every word. Your support for the first video was overwhelming, and it showed me how much you all value meaningful, engaging communication. I've poured even more into this follow-up, and I can't wait to share it with you. So, if you're ready to say goodbye to mundane exchanges and hello to conversations that sparkle with excitement and depth, you're in the right place. Don't forget, if you find value in what we're sharing today, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It means the world to me and helps ensure you don't miss out on any future content designed to make your social interactions the best they can be. Let's dive in and discover together how we can all stop having boring conversations. I hope you enjoy it. The question-answer tease technique infuses conversations with a dynamic interplay that keeps both participants engaged and entertained. This approach begins with asking insightful questions that require more than simple yes or no answers, encouraging the sharing of experiences, thoughts, and feelings. For example, rather than asking, "Did you go on vacation recently?" you might say, "What's an adventure you've had recently that took you by surprise?" Once the other person provides their answer, sharing a piece of their story or perspective, the conversation is primed for the next step. This is where the playful tease comes in, a crucial element that transforms the exchange from routine to remarkable. The tease should be lighthearted and fun, a way to show that you're listening and engaging with what's been shared on a deeper level. It's about adding a twist of humor or a playful challenge that elevates the mood of the conversation. For instance, if someone mentions they tried cooking a new recipe and it didn't go as planned, you could playfully tease with, "So, should I keep my expectations low for dinner at your place?" If they share an unusual hobby, like collecting rare stamps, you might quip, "That's fascinating. Should I be worried you'll start analyzing the stamps on my mail?" These teases are not meant to offend, but to add a spark of wit and humor to the dialogue, showing that you're genuinely interested in the conversation and willing to make it enjoyable. Playful teases work best when they're specific to the context of what's been shared, demonstrating that you're attentive and creatively engaged. They can turn an ordinary conversation into an enjoyable exchange that both parties will remember fondly, fostering a deeper connection and a comfortable space for dialogue. This technique, with its blend of curiosity, attentiveness, and humor, not only makes conversations more interesting but also strengthens bonds by creating shared moments of laughter and understanding. Diving deeper into the nuances of the question-answer tease technique, it's worth exploring the subtleties that make it so effective in enriching conversations. Beyond just breaking the monotony, this strategy lays the groundwork for a more spontaneous, creative exchange, where both participants feel engaged and valued. When employing this technique, the playful tease is arguably the most delicate part to master. The aim here is to infuse the conversation with humor and lightness, fostering a sense of shared joy and amusement. For example, if someone mentions they're learning to cook and just made their first meal, a playful tease might be, "So should I be brave enough to be your taste tester? Or do I need to have the local fire department on speed dial?" This kind of tease is friendly and engaging, inviting a laugh or a playful retort, deepening the connection without crossing into discomfort. Another scenario could involve someone talking about their recent hiking adventure. A tease here might be, Wow, you survived without Wi-Fi and still came back smiling? I'd need a survival guide just for that. Such teases not only add humor but also subtly commend the person's achievements or interests, making the conversation feel more dynamic and personal. It's essential, however, to navigate this technique with attentiveness to the other person's reactions and comfort levels. The best teases are those that both parties find amusing, and they often rely on a foundation of mutual respect and understanding. They should never feel like a put-down or be at the expense of someone's feelings. Instead, they should highlight the unique, lighter side of the conversation, encouraging a playful back and forth that enriches the dialogue. Incorporating more examples of this technique can lead to incredibly vibrant conversations. Suppose a friend mentions they're taking dance classes. A playful tease could be, "So, when you say you're taking dance classes, should I expect to see you on a talent show soon? Or are we talking more of a dancing when no one is watching situation?" This comment is lighthearted and shows you're paying attention, yet it opens the door for more shared laughter and storytelling. Mastering the question-answer tease technique is about balancing genuine curiosity with a playful spirit. It's an art form that, when done well, can transform ordinary conversations into memorable moments of connection and joy. Incorporating the question, answer, tease, QAT approach in conversations adds a playful and engaging dynamic, encouraging more lively interactions. Here are 10 examples that showcase how you can implement this technique effectively. 1. Question: what's the most adventurous thing you've ever done? Answer: I went hiking once at a local trail. Tease: scaling local mountains, I see. Should I start calling you the hometown explorer? 2. Question: if you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be? Answer: probably Abraham Lincoln. Tease: Abe Lincoln, huh? Planning to discuss beard grooming tips or the art of hat wearing? 3. Question: what's your secret talent? Answer: I'm pretty good at cooking spaghetti. Tease: a master spaghetti chef. Should I expect an invite for your next Michelin star pasta night? 4. Question: what book has had a significant impact on you? Answer: The Alchemist was really inspiring. Tease: seeking your personal legend, are we? Should I call you Santiago from now on? 5. Question: if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? Answer: probably pizza. Tease: pizza, the ultimate survival food. Are you prepping for a life on a deserted island with a pizza oven? 6. Question: what was your most embarrassing moment? Answer: I tripped and fell in a crowded place. Tease: taking the stage with a dramatic entrance, I see. Was there applause for that performance? 7. Question: what's something you're ridiculously good at? Answer: I can solve a Rubik's Cube pretty fast. Tease: a Rubik's Cube wizard. So when is your world tour starting, or are we keeping it a local secret? 8. Question: if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? Answer: somewhere peaceful like the countryside. Tease: escaping to the countryside, huh? Ready to trade traffic jams for cow jams? 9. Question: what's a silly fear you have? Answer: I don't like spiders. Tease: an arachnophobe then? I'll make sure to check for spider-free zones before inviting you over. 10. Question: what's the weirdest job you've ever had? Answer: I worked at a coffee shop. Tease: brewing potions in a coffee shop, were you? Did you wear a wizard hat, or was that optional? These examples keep the conversation light and engaging, showing that even common answers can lead to playful and interesting exchanges. Delving further into the art of asking unusual questions, we uncover the subtle yet profound impact these inquiries can have on the dynamics of any conversation. By stepping away from the conventional, you not only challenge the norm, but also invite a level of introspection and creativity that typical discussions often lack. The essence of these questions lies in their ability to provoke thought, elicit emotions, and unveil layers of personality and experience that remain hidden within the confines of routine dialogue. Imagine the intrigue sparked by asking, If you could witness any event in history, firsthand, without altering the outcome, which would it be and why? Such a question not only illuminates personal interests and historical curiosities, but also offers a platform for discussing broader perspectives on humanity, society, and the lessons of history. It's a gateway to a discussion rich with personal reflections and collective insights. Furthermore, consider the depth and breadth of conversation that could follow from what's a seemingly insignificant moment that had a significant impact on your life. This question encourages a dive into the nuanced moments of life that, though small, have shaped the person's path, beliefs, or attitudes in profound ways. It's an invitation to share stories that might rarely surface in regular conversation, fostering a unique connection through the shared vulnerability of personal anecdotes. Asking unusual questions like, if you could instantly gain any skill or knowledge, what would it be and how would you use it, pushes the conversation into realms of aspiration, ambition, and fantasy. It's a celebration of human potential and curiosity, exploring the desires that drive us and the dreams that fuel our ambitions. Such discussions can be incredibly motivating and inspiring, revealing the untapped possibilities that lie within each of us. These examples underscore the transformative power of venturing beyond the ordinary in our conversations. Unusual questions act as keys unlocking the treasure troves of people's minds and hearts. They catalyze discussions that not only diverge from the mundane, but also build bridges of understanding, empathy, and connection that are both rare and invaluable. In embracing the art of asking unconventional questions, you elevate the act of conversation to an exploration of the human experience, creating spaces where minds meet, ideas dance, and spirits connect on a level that transcends the everyday. Unusual questions can transform conversations, making them more engaging and thought-provoking. Here are 10 examples. 1. If you could have dinner with any fictional character, who would it be and why? This question opens up a discussion about literature, movies, and personal values or interests, allowing for a deep dive into storytelling and character traits. 2. What's something you've always wanted to learn but haven't had the chance to yet? This inquiry invites sharing of aspirations and dreams, potentially uncovering hidden passions or ambitions. 3. If you could instantly become an expert in any subject or activity, what would it be? A fun way to discuss talents and interests, this question also hints at the desires and priorities of the person. 4. Imagine you're an inventor. What kind of invention would you create to change the world? This question encourages creative thinking and a look into the person's perspective on world issues and innovative solutions. 5. If you could live in any era of history, when would it be and why? Delving into historical interests and personal values, this question can reveal much about someone's nostalgia or admiration for certain periods. 6. What's a book or movie that you wish you could experience for the first time again? This opens up discussions about impactful literary or cinematic experiences and why they hold a special place in someone's life. 7. If you had the power to solve one world problem, what would it be and how would you tackle it? A question that not only probes into ethical and moral standings, but also invites solutions and visionary ideas. 8. What's the most unusual dream you've ever had that you can remember? Dreams can be a window into the subconscious. Sharing them can be both amusing and enlightening. 9. If you could adopt any trait from an animal, what would it be and why? This whimsical question encourages playful thinking about nature and personal improvement or desires. 10. What would the soundtrack of your life consist of, and why those particular songs? A question that mixes music with personal storytelling, offering insights into emotions, experiences, and preferences. These unusual questions not only break the ice, but also deepen conversations, allowing people to share more about their perspectives, experiences, and imaginations. Delving further into the concept of inserting mystery into conversations, this strategy serves as a catalyst for intrigue and engagement, compelling the listener to lean in, eager for more. By carefully crafting your dialogue to include elements that are not immediately revealed, you create a compelling narrative thread that encourages active participation and curiosity. This technique can turn an ordinary exchange into a captivating interaction, where the anticipation of discovering the unknown becomes a shared adventure. Imagine initiating a conversation with, "I stumbled upon something unexpected during my last vacation, which completely changed my perspective on travel." Such a statement, rich with the promise of an untold story, naturally piques interest. The listener is now drawn into a guessing game, wondering about the nature of your discovery and how it impacted you. By withholding specific details initially, you invite questions and speculation, transforming the conversation into a collaborative unraveling of the mystery. Incorporating mystery doesn't just apply to storytelling. It can also be woven into discussions about interests, dreams, or even day-to-day experiences. For instance, mentioning, "I've recently picked up a new hobby that's quite out of character for me," without immediately disclosing what it is, creates a space for intrigue. The listener's curiosity about what the hobby might be and why it's considered unusual for you adds depth to the conversation, encouraging a more engaged and interactive dialogue. The art of inserting mystery is also about timing and delivery. It's important to gauge the other person's interest and reveal just enough information to keep the conversation balanced between mystery and disclosure. This technique should enhance the interaction, making it more dynamic and enjoyable, rather than leading to confusion or frustration. Moreover, inserting mystery can significantly deepen the connection between the participants in a conversation. It creates a sense of shared exploration and discovery, as both parties navigate the unfolding narrative together. This not only makes the conversation more memorable, but also builds a bond based on mutual curiosity and interest. To master this technique, one must be mindful of the balance between keeping the listener intrigued and eventually satisfying their curiosity with a revealing payoff that feels rewarding. Through practice, anyone can integrate the element of mystery into their conversations, turning routine exchanges into intriguing encounters that leave a lasting impression. As we further explore the technique of inserting mystery into your conversations, it's essential to consider the broader implications and subtleties of this approach. Beyond merely withholding information to pique interest, the strategic use of mystery can also involve the way you present your experiences, opinions, and even your questions. This nuanced approach can turn even straightforward topics into intriguing puzzles that invite deeper exploration and connection. One sophisticated method of introducing mystery is through the use of ambiguous statements or questions that invite interpretation. For example, rather than saying, "I went on a fascinating trip to Italy," you might hint, "I discovered a place where time seemed to stand still, and every turn revealed a story." Such a statement invites the listener to inquire more about your experience, engaging their imagination and curiosity right from the start. Another layer of mystery can be added through the deliberate pacing of the information you reveal. By slowly unfolding the details of a story or idea over the course of a conversation, you create a narrative tension that compels the listener to stay engaged, wanting to piece together the clues you offer. This method resembles storytelling techniques used in literature and film, where the gradual revelation of key information keeps the audience captivated. Incorporating rhetorical questions is yet another way to weave mystery into your dialogues. These questions, designed not for direct answers but for reflection, can add depth to a conversation. For instance, posing a question like, "Have you ever wondered what it would be like to see the world through someone else's eyes?" can lead to a profound discussion about empathy, perspective, and human connection, encouraging both you and your conversation partner to explore complex ideas and share personal insights. Furthermore, using metaphorical language can enhance the sense of mystery in a conversation. Describing experiences, feelings, or ideas through metaphors invites the listener to engage in a sort of mental puzzle, interpreting your words and contributing their own thoughts to the dialogue. This not only enriches the conversation, but also fosters a more creative and intellectually stimulating exchange. Ultimately, The goal of inserting mystery into conversations is to transform them into a shared journey of discovery, where both participants are actively involved in uncovering the layers of meaning within the dialogue. This approach not only makes conversations more engaging and memorable, but also deepens the connection between those involved, creating a space for genuine curiosity, learning, and understanding to flourish. To infuse your conversations with a sense of mystery, consider these examples as inspiration. 1. Mention an unexpected turn in a recent adventure. I had a trip last month that took an unexpected turn, leading me to the most surprising discovery. Pause, and let the intrigue build before elaborating. 2. Share an ambiguous achievement. I accomplished something I never thought possible, which taught me a lot about what I'm capable of. Leave the listener wondering what the achievement might be. 3. Hint at a secret skill or talent. I've been practicing a skill lately that most people wouldn't associate with me. This invites curiosity about what the skill could be. 4. Discuss a book or movie with a twist. I read a book or watched a movie that completely changed my perspective, but it wasn't in a way you might expect. Offer this as a teaser, prompting questions about the content and its impact. 5. Reflect on a meaningful encounter. I met someone who challenged every assumption I had about kindness and generosity in the most unusual setting. This can spark interest in both the person and the setting. 6. Describe an enigmatic hobby or interest. I've taken up a new hobby that's a bit out of the ordinary. It's not something many people know about me. This approach makes the hobby seem intriguing and unique. 7. Share an insight from a transformative experience. There was a moment during my travels when I experienced something profound, something that's hard to put into words. This invites listeners to ask more about the experience and its significance. 8. Mention receiving life-changing advice in an unexpected way. I once received advice that changed the course of my life, in the most unlikely place. This piques interest in both the advice and the circumstances surrounding it. 9. Talk about a mysterious personal challenge. I've been working on a personal challenge that's quite different from anything I've done before. This leaves room for speculation about the nature of the challenge. 10. Reflect on a pivotal decision made under unusual circumstances. I made a decision last year that was out of character for me, influenced by something I can't quite explain. This opens up a conversation about the decision and the mysterious influence. By introducing elements of mystery with statements like these, you invite your conversation partner to engage more deeply, asking questions and expressing genuine interest. This not only makes the conversation more enjoyable, but also fosters a connection based on curiosity and shared exploration. Thank you so much for staying with us until the end. I'm thrilled to see you've enjoyed the video. From the start, I had a strong feeling that this content would resonate with you, my audience, and I'm overjoyed to have the opportunity to bring you videos that offer practical help. Not just theoretical advice, it's all about making a real difference in your conversations and, ultimately, your connections with others. If you found value in today's video, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Your support means the world to me, and it's what makes videos like this possible. Now, for a little hint about what's coming next. Our upcoming video is shrouded in a bit of mystery. I can promise you it's going to be extremely helpful, potentially changing the way you approach an aspect of your daily life. You won't want to miss it. Until then, keep practicing what we've discussed today, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Here's to conversations that not only connect us but also enrich our lives. See you next time.